Okay, welcome back. Last video, you really didn't do anything new or exciting. You already knew how to make the fish move. You did that before. But here's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to make the fish respond to colliding with things. Now, there are lots of different ways we could do this. We could do it with some if statements here in the forever loop. Like, forever, you could be asking if you touch something. But I think a little cleaner way is to just have some parallelism. So, what we're going to do here is, again, make sure you've clicked on the fish. You're in the scripts tab of the fish. Go to events, and we can have another thing that says when clicked. So remember, when you have two different when green flag clicked blocks, that means this guy's going about his business and this guy's going about his business at the same time. So they're running at the same time. They're parallel pieces of code. So what you could do here is go to your control, and in control there's this block down around in the middle called wait until. And so I'm going to go attach that to that. And wait until, then it needs to have something that's waiting until. So what are we waiting until? We could wait until, and let's go to the sensing block, which is this blue one. Now do this with me. Pause me if you need to catch up. And notice how all these things have the shape that would fit in there. And you could do stuff like if you're touching a certain color, if two particular colors are touching, you're close to something, a key is pressed. There's all sorts of things you could do, but what I want to do is just this first one called touching. Let's grab this. Let's put it here, right there. And let's say, wait until you are touching, what do you want to do first? We'll say the shark. So, basically, when we hit the green arrow, or the green flag to start things, all of this forever loop is going to be doing its business, and then this other piece of code is going to be just waiting until you touch the shark. Now, you could do all sorts of stuff. You could play a sound, you could have him say something, you could do whatever. But again, we are in the brain of the fish. So let's make him do something like, go to your looks tab. Let's make him say like, ouch. Because he got eaten by the shark, I guess. So we could have him say that. So just to prove that this works, go ahead and save it. Give this thing a run. And then as you're driving your fish around, all of that forever loop with the if statements is running. The other piece of code is waiting until I touch the shark, which is now. And when I touch the shark, it says ouch for 2 seconds. Okay, now, that was thrilling, but it didn't really feel like the game ended because I could still move the fish around. So some other things that we want to do is, I would like to, while we're on this looks tab, let's switch the backdrop. So right around here, I'm going to attach this. After you've said ouch for 2 seconds, then I'm going to switch the backdrop to, and then remember we had the game backdrop, the winning backdrop, and the losing backdrop. I'm going to pick lose. So this way, when you run it, he says ouch, and then it goes to the losing backdrop. Now, don't forget that the backdrop itself has some code to make it go to the game screen when you press play. Now this whole saying ouch for 2 seconds was kind of lame. Let's rearrange the order of these things. Let's go here, and then there. Now, one of the problems you've got now is that as you're driving, when you hit him, now the game's not really over because I could still like move around. So it's waiting until you hit the shark. When it hit the shark, it's switched the backdrop to lose, said ouch, but then like the whole thing just keeps going, which doesn't feel very final. So what we want is, in the fish's brain, go over to your control block, and then in that control block, you'll have a stop. And actually, that's not where I want I don't want to stop everything. I want to stop the other scripts in the sprite, which would be all of this movement. So this says stop everything else that's in this fish's brain, which is over there. And actually, I want to go ahead and put that right here. When you touch the shark, stop your movement script and then do these things. So this will make it feel a lot more like a finalized game over. Now I can't move it. You'll notice when you try this, when you touch that shark, now the keys don't listen to you anymore because you stopped the script that was making those keys happen. Moved you to the background and said ouch. Now, what I want you to do without me, I would like for you to do the exact same thing, but when he's touching, so you'll have another parallel block that says when you press the green flag, you want to wait until you're touching the starfish, and then I want you to say something nice and go to the winning screen. So go ahead and pause me, and I want you to try that to see if you can respond to touching that starfish. It's going to have another, when the green flag is clicked, block, and then have another little set of scripts there. So I want you to try to respond to the starfish, put me on pause, go try to make the starfish work. Okay, welcome back. You got that to work, and so basically your game functions on two different ways right now. I can swim around all day. When I touch him, that stops me from moving, takes me to the loser screen. When I touch the starfish, stops me from moving also. I say something nice, and I go to the party screen, which means you win. Take a look and see kind of how that was achieved here. Hopefully you got that. If you want to get creative, throw in some sounds. Make them play a happy sound, a sad sound, or whatever. But that right there, now you have the basics of collision. In the next video, we're going to make this game a little harder and have this shark not be completely stupid. So I will see you in the next video.